Is there any public comment? Moving on to the an update on the policy committee.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a point of order because you're not allowing public comment on the regular agenda items.
We'll get to that. But moving on to the policy committee.
We'll get to that.
Yes, we'll get to that.
When are we going to get to that, sir?
Moving on to the policy committee.
Point of order. The agenda items.
Hold on, Mike.
Are you not allowing public comment on agenda
We'll
items?
get to that. Would you like a update on the policy committee?
Yes, item number 3 on the agenda is an update from the policy committee. The agenda does say police committee, but
And starting with those policies.
Is there any public comment?
On what?
What we've just discussed. Did you have a?
Is it item 3 or item 1, item 2, or are we going to go through the rest of them and then have another session of public comment?
Well, since you had brought it up, I'm going to give you credence. And do you have any questions on any public comment to items 1 through 3?
What about 4, 5, and 6?
Haven't got to those yet.
I'm sorry?
We haven't got to those yet.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So let's move on to item agenda 4, fair and impartial, an update on the fair and impartial police.
Okay, yeah, I do actually have some public comment.
Okay.
And I'm not really liking what's going on here. Because you slapped me down saying we're going to get to that, we're going to get to that, and then right at the end of the number 3 item, you're going to open the floor to public comment? So I would appreciate it if you wouldn't treat the public like we're just a fucking annoyance in here, and then decide to go ahead and follow policy. The normal process of these meetings is to have a public comment period after each agenda item. So the way you just acted, Mr. Minor, is very fucking disrespectful, and I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate it at all, sir. And I think I have about 3 minutes to not appreciate it. Because you tell me we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that after I call you out about 1 and 2. And then we get to 3 and you decide maybe somebody sent you a little text message saying you're way fucking off base in the way you're running this meeting and you better have public comment. So you decide to do it after 3. Now I don't appreciate that amount of disrespect. And it's the same shit that we get from the commissioners. They backhand us in front of everybody. And I'm not going to be backhanded by the police review board that has been doing nothing for 2.5 fucking years around here. We got people dying in the street and you're going to backhand me in here. No. To hell with this board. I'm going to make this city famous one way or the other. And it's going to be you guys that are going to end up being the fault of it if you don't do something about this police department. They killed a guy last week after coming in here talking all this shit about beanbag shotguns and de-escalation and how safe we are. But I get told we'll get to that. So Mr. Minor, when you want to run a meeting, get it right and don't backhand the citizens and then act like you're going to, give us time to make public comment. Don't backhand me. God, that shit is fucking irritating. Adam, you might need your cuffs next time if this shit happens again. Because that was wrong and your other board members know it and you can talk about it in your fucking executive session.
Moving on to agenda 4.
I just had a comment about agenda item number 3. So are we going to request that at the next meeting we have some of those policy questions